You want to be a friend of the cartel?
Ladies and gentlemen, making their way to the studio, they are the most dangerous podcast in sports entertainment. Crishaun the Don and Wunda from Kayfabe Kartel.
You're staying. You belong to the cartel now.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most dangerous podcast in sports entertainment.
Kayfabe. It's the Kayfabe. You ready? It's the Kayfabe Kartel.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to discuss one of our favorite things. I mean, if you think about it, like probably our whole lives, right?
Yeah, pretty
Jesus
much.
Christ.
Majority of it.
30 years, I think I've been watching wrestling.
Yep.
Fucking A. Maybe time to check out. So we were talking about earlier, these new Gen X and Gen Xer fucking wrestlers.
Yeah, that's just going crazy.
We'll get to it. We'll kind of have like a little, nothing really formal tonight because we're just gonna be talking random shit.
Yeah.
But we have the Wyatt 6 was revealed.
It was.
Well, not
leaked.
It was leaked, not officially.
Yeah.
So that could be subject to change.
Now that it's out.
Yeah, let's just start with that, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So the names I remember were obviously Bo Dallas, Dexter Loomis, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I actually think that's a really good fit.
Yeah.
Joe Gacy, another good fit.
The one that we always said. Nikki Cross.
I think it could work. She had that deranged fucking crazy character. I think she could pull that off.
Okay.
Think about her doing because she's been kind of like, she subdued that character at one point.
Yeah.
Imagine her doing like a split kind of schizophrenic kind of character
Goes
with
from
that.
superhero to villain.
Not necessarily superhero, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
very positive, and then to that. What was that? 4 so far? Wait, no, that's 5 because I think we said Bo Dallas. Sorry, I meant to pull it up.
I think that was the last one though.
Alexa, is she a part of this?
She wasn't. It was Nikki Cross, Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan.
Eric Rowan, sorry.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I feel like that might actually be Braun instead of Eric. I feel like maybe that's a...
Well, he just got there. He was in negotiation for a contract, so that could be.
No, he got drafted.
He got drafted.
Yeah.
Eric Rowan.
No, Braun.
Yeah, I was talking about Eric Rowan.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. So he's gonna sign on.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And
So
I guess word is he's signing on for this.
yeah, I mean he signed up for AEW for a few shows just for Brody Lee.
I was gonna say he definitely does like love Bray and Luke.
Yeah.
So I could see him doing it as like a tribute to both of them.
Yeah, he lost both of his best friends. That's kind of sad, bro.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even like really piece that. It's so obvious, but I didn't.
That's crazy.
You almost forget about him sometimes.
Yeah, after watching the documentary, I was like, damn, you're the only one left.
He's the only one left. Well, Braun technically, but he's the only OG left.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll be honest. I like all the names. I don't think there's anything wrong with any of those names being part of a group like that.
Yeah.
We could talk about where we think they might go with the group because that never came to fruition with Bray.
Dexter Loomis, I get the creepiness about him, but he was really the Orange Cassidy of WWE.
They did put him in a really stupid spot with that comedy shit.
Bro, he was literally in the Royal Rumble while everybody's feuding. He just stood there
And stared at people.
and just stared at people. And the Big Show looked at him and was about to approach and attack him. And he's just staring at him. And he stared back and was just like,
And he just
and
moved
went
on.
to the next person. Bro, I was like, what the fuck is this, bro?
But, I mean, the way he looks, the way his entrance, even the stare, the whole thing,
Yeah.
like he has something like different about him, which makes him special. So it's like Joe Gacy, like, which, he's got to be a little bit relieved that Bray took off because Everybody was like, "Oh, he's not gonna make it because
Yeah.
Bray's in the picture."
Yeah.
But I mean, he could be almost like I don't want to call it the reincarnation of Bray Wyatt, but like filling in that void a little bit.
It could be Huskus.
He could be Huskus. He could play that role.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Alexa, is it Alexa?
No, it's
Alexa.
Nikki.
No, I hear she's gonna be a part of it though.
That'll be
Bliss.
more than 6.
Yeah, but I hear she's gonna be almost like not, or this may be what I'm thinking she's gonna be, is almost like she'll be a prop in a way, like how Sister Abigail was.
Maybe.
Yeah, like she's not technically not part of the group, but she's like kind of looming around in some way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
She'll probably go against Nikki Cross, give some reason for her to be in the group.
Or maybe they attack her for turning on Bray in storyline, you know? Well, what do you think? Where does that go? Like, what does the group you think look like? Where do you think they go storyline wise? Are we talking a new ministry type of group?
Bruh, I'm sad to say it, is just a tribute to Bray. They have not gone any further than just that.
You don't think they've thought it out any further?
No, because if they do anything else, the only people that they might have some kind of relation to go against is Judgment Day.
Well, they had a feud. Bray was, I believe, starting a feud with the Street Profits or the Pride.
The Pride.
Before he died, before he left. So, is it possible they go back and continue that?
Or they possibly never finish the LA Knight.
But that's another, you run into the risk of LA Knight fucking outshining them again. He outshined Bray, so it's like, how impossible was that?
But see, the thing, we went back with Joe Gacy, not even Joe Gacy, even Dexter Lumis, sorry. Everything that you gave, the attributes of him is promo purposes only. It's not wrestling.
Well, he's
so going into a feud and having him as someone in the ring, it's going to be like Karrion Kross. It's going to be a snooze fest.
That's the thing with a guy like Dexter Lumis. That's why I don't mind him being part of the Wyatt Six, because you need him to have some kind of storyline thing going on, because he's not going to come out and cut some kind of promo that's going to fucking wow us, right? It's all based on his character. So he needs to be like stalking people, stalking women, doing fucking like really creepy shit. I think that's where they need to go with him.
That's what he was already doing.
Well, yeah, but they were doing it like comedy. They need to do it where it's like, you almost like think of it like, oh, if that motherfucker ever followed my wife, you know what I mean? He has to bring out that kind of anger in people. I don't know if they'll go that far where he's doing like,
definitely won't go that far.
Borderline fucking trying to abduct a bitch.
Jeffrey Dahmer shit. Like, they won't get to that.
But that's why we'll never have a ministry type thing. And can we talk about that real quick? Because I think a lot of people overrate the ministry a little bit. Like, it was a cool group. It was a great group. Don't get me wrong. But other than like, you know, the Midian sacrifice and like the abduction of Stephanie and all that type of shit, like after that, they didn't really do anything.
You remember they became like the
corporate ministry.
The corporate ministry.
Once that happened, it was pretty much, they're not scary or anything anymore.
No, they're merged with corporates.
Just
like the Authority.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but where I think it really did actually die was when Vince was revealed as the higher power.
Yeah.
Because then it was like, oh, it's just some corporate shit. And then they merged, like, I think a little bit later.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, it did give a great storyline. So at least they were able to be something, a stable, and create a good storyline where we were questioning what they could do with the Wyatt Six.
I got a question. Well, you're talking about the ministry?
Yeah.
But I got a question whether or not that was great because Austin was involved. And the whole thing was Austin going to save Stephanie. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the ministry. It's one of my favorite groups.
It's not like they were bad in the storyline. It's not like it was an Austin shine. That shine out of it was Vince McMahon being the leader the whole time.
Yeah, like he was.
We're just Stone Cold fans, so we're looking at him as the knight in shining armor. The pillar of that storyline was twisted shit that Vince.
That was the
created.
cool shit we were watching.
Yeah,
like watching him sacrifice fucking Midian is still one of the. Like that shit scared me when I was a kid. I was like, oh shit, this is on another. He actually cut him.
just having freaking what they call them ghouls being out there. Just the whole.
The first few months of the Ministry was amazing.
It gave even Undertaker a more essence of what he was after, even when they broke up, because he still came out Ministry.
Well, do you remember they were just at one point, they were at the beginning. That's why it was cool at the beginning, because they were like literally attacking people and then they would turn them into a dark version of them. So that shit was cool as fuck to me. And I'd be cool if they did something like that with the Wyatt Six.
Well, that's what Wyatts were doing, period. Braun Strowman had the same amount of time as a Wyatt as freaking Randy Orton.
Well, all right, let's say, all right, the Wyatt Six. Let's talk about how they're gonna look, right? Are they gonna go into that funhouse kind of type of thing, or are they gonna go back to the Wyatt cult swampland kind of thing?
I think they will go back to swampland just due to the fact that we know who the characters are, so they're not coming out as the characters per se. They're following the footsteps of what Bray wanted. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's going to be off of. It's solely based off of Bray.
Whatever he had written down or whatever the fuck.
So even if it is a storyline, they're going to start introduce it with what Bray wanted.
Yeah.
So what other promo would these new dick jerker Fastlane fans want more than Bo coming out saying that shit?
Well, I have a theory that Bo Dallas is actually going to return as the Bo Leave character. But then you remember when Wyatt came out and he cut his promo as Rotunda, as Wyndham, and then it cut off, and then he got cut off by his own character, and then that whole thing. I think they're going to do the same thing with Bo Leave, with Bo Dallas, because they're hinting in the little things that it's Bo. Like they're not calling him Taylor or calling him something else.
Or Uncle Howdy.
Or even Uncle Howdy. I don't even think they mentioned that name. The only name we've seen is it said We Believed or something like that.
Yeah, We Believed. Then it said We Believed.
We Believed, and then it flashed to Bo Leave.
Yeah.
So they're
just probably hinting Bo Dallas, period. And that's how they know Bo Dallas.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they're gonna just introduce him as a whole different thing, because when they brought in Uncle Howdy originally, they didn't say anything about Bo Dallas.
No, but we never even got that far, because I think at first, to be honest, Uncle Howdy was supposed to be a Bray clone, but the person underneath it was Bo Dallas.
Well, remember, we were even questioning whether or not it was Bo at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think Uncle Howdy as a character was ever supposed to be revealed as Bo, as much as he's just playing the character for his brother Bray to be his double.
Well, according to the documentary, Bray created that to bring back Bo.
To bring back Bo.
Yeah.
But
it's for them to do the thing as brothers.
Yeah,
like
but I think
it was a family thing.
Yeah,
it was like, yeah.
But I think that was just the first milestone to get him back in. Yo, be my double, and then we're gonna smooth you in.
Let me just throw this out there too, because WWE right now is getting really big on the whole family lineage thing.
Yeah,
maybe that was Bray's way to kind of put his family lineage out there, is like where wrestling doesn't only have one royal family. You know what I mean? The Rotundas, we need to put our family on the map.
Yeah. But we're
not just some fucking tag team jobbers out here. We're some,
That's true, but everybody that's doing the family and lineage, they would have to all come back as a Rotunda. It couldn't be Bo Dallas and the Fiend.
Yes and no, only because we're talking wrestling.
Yeah.
Technically, Haku isn't part of the Samoan dynasty. He's Samoan, right? Yeah.
But that's why he calls him, what does he call him again? MFA or something like that. He calls them some. I forgot.
I thought it was NFT, but it's like MFT or something.
MFT.
What does that even mean? Something?
Yeah, it's, no. It's my family tree.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's wrestling. So, for instance, Heyman is sometimes considered part of the Samoan dynasty because he goes far back with them.
Yeah, he's part of the bloodline.
he's part of the dynasty.
Yeah.
So that's where it's like, I think Rotunda could add their, like, I get you, it's family, like it's got to be blood, but they can still have their make their mark with their name, but it not all be Rotundas.
Yeah, because if you're going to say protect the family and lineage, you're thinking of Mike Rotunda.
IRS, Blackjack.
So it's like you have to. Let's say you're new,
Barry Windham.
You're a young kid that's growing up watching wrestling now. You see Cody Rhodes. That's the Rhodes dynasty because Dusty Rhodes. That's what
I'm saying. It only takes one.
So if you're new to it or young and you just see the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, you wouldn't know there's a lineage behind it. There's not a Rotunda.
You're not thinking the Rotunda.
Yeah, Rotunda.
Thing.
So if they came back with they used their Rotunda name in something and then still had their persona come out, then that would be dope. Because even Cody had to change up because of Stardust's agreement with WWE in that costume. He had to become fucking light bright.
Right. Oh shit! You had to become a fucking Q-tip.
Yeah.
I'm saying I think they're definitely like, if we're basing it on, not basing it on because you can't do that with the documentary. Yeah. But looking at that documentary, I got the feeling that that's what Bray was trying to do, where he was like, I'm gonna bring my brother in, use my star power to launch my brother, because I think he may have felt like my brother never got to be where he should have been.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, Bo Dallas was a great talent.
He was good.
I always was entertained by him.
My thing is, how much power is too much power for you to go up to Vince at the time and be like, "Hey, I'm bringing my brother back that you fired, and he's going to be in storyline and become an active wrestler again." Like, that's not like practical, because how many others could have done that?
That pitch was to Triple H. Remember the documentary? Oh, it was Triple H at that point. It was like talking about how he wanted to bring Bray back, but he was like, Bray was hard to work with, It was difficult. Yeah.
He did say that in the documentary. But I don't see him being able to say, hey, put him back on the active roster and I'm going to build him up to my level.
I think in especially WWE, if you have an idea that they go like, I think we can make some money with this, they'll sign whoever the fuck you need to bring on.
Yeah, but probably as a backstage person, not on stage, like active.
I think Triple H is a little more open to shit like that than Vince was.
That would be a slippery slope.
I don't think that's even like really a question. Like, Triple H is definitely more open to
I'm not saying
look at all the bloodline shit.
I'm not saying he's more open, but these people were already in question of getting contracts way before like bloodline started.
Listen, if Triple H is man enough to bring back Camacho, and he brought him back, and I'm thankful that he brought back Camacho. He brought back
Camacho, but Camacho is a fucking big deal in New Japan Wrestling.
I know.
So if he was still fucking Camacho, Camacho would not be back.
Yeah, you're right. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, look at it this way. If this was Vince, he would have brought in Camacho, but he probably would have looked at him and be like, no, we can't bring in Camacho. He's Camacho, goddammit. What I'm saying, though, is he would have probably had him go through NXT. We would already know who the fuck he is.
I get that. But
Triple H my point is Triple H is bringing people right to the main roster.
Triple H is still
for storylines.
Well, crazy enough, they have their eyes on New Japan. AEW has their eyes on New Japan. They talk about not giving indies love. Some went to indies. They became stars in the indies. They're bringing them back.
Listen,
So was one of them, but that's going to be something. Let's talk business wise. That's something people would want to see. So they're going to pay money to see him now on WWE and part of Bloodline. To be honest, I don't think they. You gotta listen. You gotta watch the crowds, bro. You gotta listen to you gotta see what they're saying in these forums. That's what they wanted from when he started.
I think
to
they
become
wanted Jacob Fatu.
They want Jacob Fatu too. They want Zilla. They want all of them. But I'm saying he was a name too that they were like, "Yo, he needs to come and be a part of the Bloodline." And people used to argue, "Why would he be in the Bloodline?"
I heard not to cut off your point, but I heard more people going Jacob Fatu was going to be the one because that's who everybody wants to be. But the story that I heard backstage is they don't want to bring him in because they're worried he's going to outshine Solo.
Yeah,
Solo, which gives me the idea that WWE doesn't think Solo's developing as quick as he should be. So if they're that worried,
and they also said too that their contract disagreements, which could also be a case
with Jacob,
yeah, which could also be a
already
case.
Didn't he just start like 8 months ago?
And that's why it's
Simone Dynasty, baby.
Sometimes they're trying to go off of the name more than the performance, and it's not a great business move sometimes, even though they're popping right now. And I don't see even Triple H saying, okay, business move, or TKO sitting down and go, Bo Dallas is going to get us some things. But if he comes as Uncle Howdy, it's going to be something.
That's what I'm saying, though. If he comes with an entire storyline and a whole thing already prepackaged, basically, like, if you think about it, Bray Wyatt, when he died, he left Bo Dallas probably the best anything a will could ever leave. Like he left him like, here's a fucking like lifetime of a story.
It's also coming with the best lifetime story. It's coming with a big boulder on his shoulder. Because can he fulfill it?
Can he fulfill it? Listen,
he would have had a better chance if Bray was still here to build him up like we're talking about. Him now solo doing it.
Well, this is where he's got to, he's got to dig deep. But I'll be honest, I've been liking his promos on the Dreadmare thing. He sounds like he's got the little country twang to his voice. Yeah. And he's got that down.
But how long before the fans probably take off their Bray goggles like this Cody goggles and go, this is just...
Well, let's be real. The problem that Bray had was that he sometimes was a little too complicated. Yeah. What if Bo Dallas might be the one that is able to filter that, like that style of promo and make it where it's digestible to everybody? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because again, the Dreadmare stuff, he's very to the point. It's not like rambling, poetic shit that used to annoy me about Bray. It's cryptic, but
I believe, as much as I want to be for the Wyatt, is the Wyatt Six is really just at this moment with Bray being gone, it's just going to be a nostalgic group. They're there for nostalgia,
and it's on them and Bo to make it like
modern
beyond that. Yeah, to make it go beyond the next year. And shit.
Because how long until they go, okay, we're not going to give you Fireflies anymore? That was Bray's thing. What do you got for us?
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah. What are you making that's new?
This could be script right now.
Yeah.
Scripts.
Well, if they're going to build him a whole group and they're going to do the whole thing, they got to, I think WWE's definitely in, like, probably all the way on it. Because they love tributes, too. They know how much that draws people as well.
Joe Gacy, this is his come up, his call up. So his promos were all right. It wasn't the greatest. So Bo's going to be the master mic person because there's no one else on that group that's capable of holding that mic.
Let's be real. This is probably Eric Rowan's last chance to actually be there. Dexter Lumis might be his last chance in WWE.
It seems like everybody on that list is their last chance.
That's why it might actually turn out to be, and I'm not gonna actually expect anything.
Yeah.
But it might actually turn out to be great because it's a bunch of fucking dudes that are like, yo, we got to make this shit work, and that pressure makes it happen.
You can either become a diamond or stay a coal, my boy.
Stay a coal. And I think that's why the Rotunda thing. That's why I'm gonna count on Bo Dallas to actually put all he can into it, because I think it is a family trying to make put their family on the map beyond like main event. You know what I mean? So main event level.
I can't see Bo, regardless of how good he's on the mic, as the new face of the company.
I'm not saying that. I don't think that either. Don't get me wrong.
Champion.
But I don't think Bray was ever going to be the face of the company either.
No, but for what it's
we're
worth,
talking about being a staple
for
of
what
the
it's
company.
worth, he was a branded face for the company for a run.
The Fiend mask was.
No, him with the hat and the
hat.
The freaking
no, because I
the
think
Hawaiian shirts.
He didn't become main event, like super main event level, where he's like outselling everybody in merch until the Fiend mask. That's what put him on that level.
No, bro, because the Lantern did numbers. His head.
They did numbers, but the Fiend mask is what put him on like fucking super next level, like John Cena level as far as merch.
But that's just face of the company. When he was just Bray Wyatt, he was already hitting the freaking title of video games. He's already the forefront on main events posters. Like they were using that Wyatt.
Yeah, but he wasn't the face of the company. Like at that point, it was still Cena, Randy Orton. I think you could even put Brian.
But you also have to realize the caliber of matches he was having. He was having them with Cena, Orton.
Yeah.
So his face was next to theirs.
He was. Don't get me wrong. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. He was a top guy, definitely, absolutely. But he wasn't. Like we're talking face of the company right now. The face. Let's actually move into Cody Rhodes because we got to wrap up. He
wouldn't even get that Fiend push and creativity push if he wasn't that great. They even did. They even said in the documentary.
This is what I'm saying. Cody Rhodes right now is the face of the company. You know what I mean? And Bray Wyatt was never that. And that's what I'm saying. Like face of the company means like Roman Reigns was the face of the company at one point. And then he, just recently gave it up to Cody Rhodes. So what I'm saying is the guy who goes out and does the interviews, he does all the press, he does all that type of shit. That's the face of the company. Like they'll have like a corporate meeting and they'll bring him in to come and schmooze fucking people. Like that's what that means.
Did you hear how I worded it when I said what he was? I said ambassador. I didn't never.
Bray? Ambassador.
Face wise, like not speaking or anything like that.
Yes, that's
advertisement.
What I'm saying. The advertisement was the mask. That's what even in the documentary they say it. It was the Fiend mask that put him on that next level.
That put it on the next level. But his Wyatt persona would never. If it wasn't a big deal, they would have never made a Fiend persona to keep the momentum going.
It failed twice.
It didn't fail.
It did fail. That's what did you watch the documentary?
I watched the documentary. The executives got bored of it, not the fans.
No,
they said it.
That's not true. The problem was that it was all
trying to complicate it more.
It was convoluted. And it lost the fans, it lost corporate, it lost everybody.
If we watch the
even
documentary,
Bray lost his fucking mind.
I can even find the part because they said it was colluded, and the corporate was getting tired of it being colluded because they said it might confuse the fans. It was them.
It was confusing the fans. The fans were even saying we were saying it.
It didn't get confusing more than it got repetitive.
I think it was confusing in the way that like he would cut promos and we'd be like, what the like it's good, like it's theatrical, but what the fuck are you talking about?
Because even him returning, the whole world in my hands, that's Bray Wyatt. That's not Fiend. And that's what drove the crowd fucking crazy.
No, you're missing my point. I'm not saying that he didn't get reactions and he wasn't like a top guy. I'm just saying he wasn't the guy that, like the face of the. I think we might have a disagreement on what the face of the company means. Then
no, I'm not, I know what a face of the company means, but a top guy face is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about face of a company. He's not dressing up and going on Good Morning America.
Right, he's not wearing a suit.
I know that. Yeah, I'm
being
not
charming
saying,
and shit. Yeah. He was like, it's like The Undertaker. The Undertaker used to even do Good Morning America and shit, but he'd be
still
the
Undertaker
and scaring motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So I think Bray actually did do that at one point. At one point, he said some crazy shit or whatever. But real quick, let's talk about Cody.
Yeah,
because I don't even know if we have time. Well, let's try.
It's really quick because it's already a.
I don't know if we're gonna. We might catch a lot of flack for this one. Well, let's do it.
Get the hell out of my ring! Hell!
Get him the fuck out of here.
Listen, it may be too soon. I feel you guys on that one. Cody Rhodes as the champion. We're a month in. Get him the fuck out of here. I am bored. I think he sucks as champion. I think he's pitiful. Like in storyline, a motherfucker could piss on his father's grave and he'll go, okay, I'll see you at Backlash.
I'm going to take my frustration at the pay-per-view.
We'll handle this in the ring. Fucking AJ Styles slaps him across the face and he just...
Everybody
Okay.
slaps him in the face. That's the new thing. Everybody's going to box that, man.
He's a bitch. He's a homo as champion.
Hey,
I don't know what he's doing.
We've been disagreeing all night, but this one, I could have to 100% agree. Get him the fuck out of here.
I fucking hate him as champion. And I hated him winning, but I was able to look past that because that wasn't the problem.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's see him as champion. I hated how he looked with the belt. I sound like fucking Kendrick. I hate how he dresses. I hate how he talks. I hate his fucking
moveset.
Glossed hair.
I hate his moveset.
His moveset, his stupid springboards.
And if I want to ultimate my move, what is this fucking 2K? Like, I got all my finishers. Now I could do my finisher off the top rope and it becomes fucking the most devastating move in sports entertainment.
You do his move, but you press the two top buttons at the same time.
And now it goes in slow-mo and the ring spins. What the fuck? Like, oh, Cody cut it. Oh, Cody cut it off the top rope. Oh my God.
That was you said something about that. Everything has to be three now. Yeah. Three amigos.
Now he has the fucking three gringos. He has to do the crossroad 3 times.
Three gringo cutters. Peter Ortiz, Cody's promos as champion, or Cody's promos have been so boring. Exactly. He's a fucking Borefest,
You know what?
bro.
His name is Corny Rhodes.
Corny Rhodes. Stupid. Now his neck tattoo bothers me again.
It's always bothered me. Now it bothers me more.
Now it bothers me
now
more.
It's a champion with a fucking neck
I
tattoo.
can't even
That's
look
atrocious.
at it. With a white trash neck tattoo.
How can I say I'm American without saying I'm American?
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know if WWE is making him do this. I don't know. Is he supposed to be humble guy? I handle in the ring guy. I'm not. It almost seems like his thing with The Rock fucked up his confidence.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's in storyline or in real life or what, but he's
a fucking anime character, man. You could beat me down, but I'm gonna always stand up and prevail.
And I'm gonna fight for good.
Yeah.
There's no attitude in him. We need some attitude out of the champ. He's playing right now the worst version of John Cena. The version of John Cena that everybody hated.
You have to. John Cena created it, I believe, and it has to stick to this formula now. You have to be an anti-heel to be the fucking champion.
I feel like that's always been it, but I just don't.
There were some baby face champions.
I think maybe, I don't know. Were we ruined by Austin?
We're probably ruined by Austin.
Because Austin was an anti-hero.
But the thing is with Austin kicked ass. He kicked ass out the ring, in the ring, on the mic.
I was watching AJ Styles smack Cody across the face, and I just thought, well, champion, Austin?
First of all,
you couldn't do that.
Austin would never get smacked.
You would have got this far.
First of all, you would have walked in his ring while he was cutting a promo and you're getting stunnered.
Right away. Off rip. On sight.
On sight. This guy allows him to get disrespected over and over again just because he knows I'm going to beat you at the pay-per-view.
And his promos, because of that, are becoming really anticlimactic because it's almost like you can hear him finish the promo, and the people in the truck are like, "Do we hit the music?" And then you hear the music hit, like late every time. It's because they don't know.
And what's also bad is Cody as champion is starting to make me feel like, okay, if I didn't know before, I know now this shit's scripted.
Why do you feel that?
Even though it's AJ Styles, nothing to AJ Styles, phenomenal wrestler in his time. But for him to be his first contender in a pay-per-view, because this is what, his third defense? Or I think second, whatever.
It's his first.
His first defense?
His first defense, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought all the other matches he had were non-defense matches. I know the Kamala Hayes was a non-defense match.
Yeah,
right?
no, he hasn't defended the title yet.
Okay,
yeah,
copy.
And it was pretty much everybody's first defense. Damian Priest, all of them.
Okay, so cool, boom, your first defense. It's AJ Styles.
Mm-hmm.
It's already shown what the pedigree of this fucking belt's going to be. No defense, and no offense to AJ, but
go finish your point because I'm going to defend AJ a little bit.
AJ is not a top guy anymore. He's kind of skating between main event and mid card, if he's around.
He's in between right now, main event, mid card, and like legend. So at some point, he's kind of in that place of like he has to do something.
I want
crazy
to say
good. Legend
fully because I think his run ended once he had that boneyard match with Undertaker.
That was he's still, that's what I'm saying. He has to do another thing that's big.
Yeah, and
then we can go, all right, AJ's definitely,
because everything is so
he's
rushed.
a legend, but
everything's so rushed. It's like they didn't give it any time for it to sizzle between AJ and Cody. That just made AJ just look like a mid-carder trying to come for the belt.
Let me defend AJ a little bit though, and this is to either a point. This is either a credit to AJ or the fact that Cody just sucks dick right now.
Yeah.
AJ was killing him on those promos. Like AJ actually got me into the match. It wasn't Cody whatsoever that got me into it. Yes, and listen, the match, like AJ could still fucking do it. He's still like, he's not in his prime, but he put on a really great match. He's still a main event guy. He could be.
I can't see him having the belt and holding it for more than 3 months.
Me neither. But I'm just saying he could still be in the main event. I think he's definitely a tier above mid-carder.
I could see him being in the match right before the main event. I don't think he's hitting main event again.
Fair enough.
So that's where he tends to land.
You think this was his last time in the main event?
Yeah, the last time where it mattered in a main event or close to a main event was the LA Knight. Him and Randy Orton.
I think we definitely see AJ in the main event at some point again in his career. I don't think it's over for him.
His WrestleMania moment this year was him against LA Knight where he lost.
Hey, gotta put over the new guys. Put over
LA
the new
Knight's
talent.
no longer new talent. Eli Drake's been around the block.
I would say LA Knight should take that belt off of Cody. Are they even on the same show?
SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah.
We saw him on SmackDown.
Just fucking do it already.
He's going to win Money in the Bank and get it this time.
Cody's at least going to SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that the next pay-per-view?
No, I think that's like 3 months away or something like that.
Yeah, the next one.
No, they got like fucking 5 other ones in between.
I think probably the only other one they'll have. No, I think SummerSlam is the next one. We're about to hit summer. It's like the ending of the summer.
But it's like we're still like a few months away from SummerSlam. SummerSlam's usually like at the end of. I always remember that being like right before school starts. Sometimes it would actually be the night before. Gunther for champion 2024. S. Ramos, shout out to you, sir. Yeah, I think Gunther definitely goes to the.
Oh yeah, August
to the main event.
It's gonna be in August.
SummerSlam. Yeah. That's. I'm fucking already done with Cody. He had to convince me because I wasn't high on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is a hell of a drug. But I'm like, I'm done. I'm bored.
Yeah, I'm pretty much
Yeah.
tanked out with him too.
Yeah. Bring in his bitch. At least we'll look at something good. Oh, like that. What's that one chick that you showed me?
Jada Parker.
Jada Parker.
Jesus.
Oh, delicious. Delicious. All right. Well, let's wrap it up. We didn't really talk about Backlash, but the French crowd, the Frenchies.
Hey, we said it once, say it again. They're anybody outside of America has been killing us at these pay-per-view events with the crowd reactions. We need to do better. We're getting lazy.
It's making our shows boring.
Yeah,
definitely.
France was so hyped that the fucking ring was bouncing.
The camera was bouncing like it was fucking Spring Stampede. An 89 and shit. All right. Well, yeah.
How synchronized you have to be for it to. It's like there was no double jump. It was literally just the motion of like a wave.
Well, I posted it on Twitter. If you watch the Jey Uso entrance, you see that the French have no rhythm. They're literally like, it's like fucking all over the place.
I gotta see that.
All right, I'm gonna play it actually. Then we'll get out of here. I think this is why I'm also gonna play, because I think it's important to show that I think all white people have been getting catching flack for having bad rhythm, but I think it's just been the French the whole time.
Well, they're white.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's all white people. I think the rest of them. I think it's the French that have bad rhythm. I think this is a cell phone camera, so we could play it. Jesus Christ. Just waiting on Stream Deck here. You know? Just gonna have to click it. What the fuck? Did it freeze? All right, there we go. Got backed up. See, look at that. Look at that.
They do have rhythm. Look at the phones.
They're all off, like not. It's supposed to be together.
They are together.
Look how many people are off beat, bro. That's my point. There's a large sect of the population that's off beat.
They're jumping with it, so they're going crazy.
I don't know about that.
You can tell they're jumping. Look at the phone. Like it's like
no, they're sitting down. I guess you're right. The ones that are sitting down are. I don't know.
No.
Looks pretty.
The ones on the balcony
me.
Are fucking offbeat. The ones in the front, they know what the fuck they're doing.
Look at all of these people in here. Look, this guy. What is he doing? Is he fucking juggling flashlights?
He's trying to find himself on the camera, so he's just like. I could be on TV.
He's Samoan.
Hey, I'm now on the television.
It is day one. Yeah, I think they're a little off. I'm just saying. And well, let me know. Let me know. Am I off there?
Not all, but some. We're off.
Not all, but most. You could hear Pete Ortiz. You could hear that disgusting accent in the chants. What was that thing they were chanting every time there was a 2 count?
Dos.
The fuck was that?
Hey,
listen, they were having a good ass time.
You know how
it made me enjoy the show better.
You know how America stuck it to him?
How?
Putting AJ Styles through the fucking French table. Left the American table nice and polished, but
how about that? The French team even got a Hall of Fame pop when they were coming out.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh, that was another thing. They got a voice noise complaint. I mean,
yeah.
That's how loud they were. They could hear it, I guess.
They were lit
down the street and shit. So yeah. Shout out to the French. I'm not a big fan of used people, but You did your thing.
Yeah. You know how to respect the sport.
There you go. It's probably because
Don't respect a lot of other things, but
it's probably because nothing fun happens in that goddamn town. All right. Well, since what, like Circus Olay came around?
I mean, pretty much I think they have a little fixation about sweaty men touching each other. It's the passion.
Our fucking queers over there.
It's how you make toilet water.
All right. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up because we're going to go over to our main channel.
Yeah.
Do our Misfit Nation thing over there. So get ready another, I'd say, 10, 15 minutes, if that. We'll be over there. We're just waiting on Skrillard. He should be here pretty soon.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, anything you got to...
Is this Squillard?
Skrillard. Skrillium?
Hey, just join the next show. I'll do my promo there.
Oh.
I'm being lazy today.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you get them to go over.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do the same then. I'll do the same. Yeah, that's it. Well, you know what? Don't walk over there. Run.
This episode of the Misfit Nation podcast is over. But that doesn't mean the conversation has to end. So if you're not a socially awkward queer, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or at the Misfit Nation. Also, help us prepare for our inevitable YouTube ban by following us on alternative platforms like Rumble and Odyssey at the Misfit Nation. And if you're tired of looking at our ugly mugs, you can listen to the audio version of the show on Apple Podcasts or Podbean. That's misfitnation.podbean.com.